Hello everyone, something different here. This image was shared by Brady Afric on Twitter. It shows satellite imagery from the 24th of November actually picking up Russian air activity. I thought I'd take a closer look and see what information we can glean from this, if anything. So the image itself, first pointed out as an airport, this is Luhansk International Airport. There are two vehicles seen on the runway. Now, this airbase isn't being used. I will get to that later on in the video. Then on the image, there's a contrail heading north to south along Russian-occupied territory to the border with Russia. Now it is impossible to tell if the aircraft is heading north or heading south, however. Picked up on satellite 2 and highlighted is the RGB from a moving aircraft. I had to look into this. Basically, aircraft show us three blobs, red, green and blue, on satellite imagery occasionally. I can't wrap my mind around it, to be honest. It's a bit over my head. But H.I. Sutton's website explains it as being because Sentinel-2 takes three images 0.26 seconds apart and combines them into a single image. As planes are moving, they show up on a different place on each image, and even when combined, it's still three blobs. Back to the satellite image, the aircraft is to the east of the contrail, but there's no guarantee that the aircraft is the same one that made the contrail. So what I'm going to do is use the information given by Brady Afric on this image, and then check the aircraft's route, see where it's heading, see where it's patrolling, see where it might have come from. Again, there's no confirmation that the aircraft caught on the image with the RGB is the same one that made the contrail. It is possible, but it could be a different, unrelated aircraft, so bear that in mind. First, we can see the contrail's route, north to south or south to north. It travels a distance of roughly 60 kilometres. Luhansk Airport is pointed out on Brady Afric's graphic, but this wouldn't have departed from there. Here's an image of the airfield. It's completely abandoned, captured and destroyed in 2014, so the airport isn't in use. The vehicles spotted on the satellite image could be SAM systems. It does seem a good possible position to place them. I will also rule this out being a temporary base for aircraft. Why? Because of where the aircraft is operating. Here it is on deep states, the blue block showing the rough flight path. This is roughly 100 kilometres or so from the front lines. Now, if this route was along the front lines, we could say it was a possible patrolling Su-25, and it could be possible that Su-25s are based at Luhansk to minimise the flight time needed to get to the front and provide quicker, close air support. This position, patrolling away from the front, means it's most likely a fighter jet. And Russia has no reason to base fighters within Ukraine itself, so we can see that air coverage from this region would be provided by Milarovo, Taganrog or Rostov-on-Don, which I have highlighted. These are the three main air bases in this region. Taganrog is used for transport aircraft. No fighters or fast jets are based there. Rostov-on-Don is home to a small number of Su-24s and Su-30s, but is mainly another transport base. Milarovo is a major airbase, home to Su-30s, MiG-29s and Su-25s. So I think it's very likely that this is a Su-30, likely from Milarovo. This could be a regular route. So this patrol north to south in a straight line will allow a Su-30 to potentially intercept Ukrainian aircraft like the Su-25 operating along the front. Variants of the R-27 and R-77 air-to-air missiles do have the range to reach the front from here, but we haven't seen much air-to-air action in the war, and intercepting a low-flying, close air support Su-25 at this range would be a big ask. I think this is most likely a patrol against drones. Ukraine has had a lot of success with long-range drones, so I expect a patrol like this, while covering the airspace from Ukrainian fighters too, would have the primary goal of detecting and intercepting possible drones, and detecting and intercepting drones with fighter jets is possible. Ukraine has intercepted Shahed 136s with MiG-29s in the past. It could also be a Su-24. Russia operates a number of electronic warfare or reconnaissance variants of the Su-24, such as the Su-24MR, but I would expect these to operate closer to the front line than this. So my money is this being a Su-30 from Milarovo Air Base patrolling north to south behind the front lines in the hopes of picking up any target. But I thought it worth taking a look at as it shows the patrol routes taken by Russian aircraft. And it also shows that they have flights behind the lines passing over Luhansk on a north to south heading. Whether this information is actually useful to anyone, that's another story. It probably isn't. But I enjoyed digging into it and trying to find out where the aircraft came from, where Russia's patrols are, what possible reason they would have for patrolling here. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting too. If so, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, and take care everybody.